What is essentialism? The term essentialism is derived from the word essence, which means the true or permanent nature of the being of a phenomenon, as opposed to the accidents, understood as the characteristics or features that may or may not be necessary in a particular being or something. In classical philosophy, particularly Aristotelian philosophy, essence denotes that which makes being a being. It is that something which remains constant throughout the entire process of change. Let's consider, for example, Aristotle's definition of man. For Aristotle, man is a rational animal. In this statement, rationality is considered to be the essence of man. In other words, it is rationality that makes man truly human, at least for Aristotle. Indeed, rationality as the essence of man is that something which remains true or permanent in the entire process or development of the human person. So, as the person grows older, from 1 year old to 20, 40, 60, and so on, we may notice physical changes, such as the color of the hair, waist measurement, height, and weight. All these characteristics are simply accidents, that is, things or something that are not necessary for a person to be called truly a person. For example, the blackness of one's hair does not define what a person truly is. In fact, the hair itself does not significantly contribute in the making of the person, for truly, there are persons who are bald, yet they remain persons. Again, this explains why for Aristotle, rationality is the essence of the human person. Young and old alike are defined by rationality according to Aristotle. This is why for Aristotle, a dead man is no longer a man because in the first place, it is already dead. It does not any longer possess reason, which Aristotle understands as the soul. As we can see, one of the earliest and fullest accounts of essentialism is given by Aristotle in Book Gamma of the Metaphysics, where essence is taken to be synonymous with the intrinsic properties of a phenomenon, and where it is stated that the task of philosophy is to get to know both the essence of things and their accidents. The ability to do so is assumed to be an intrinsic property of human reason, or nous. Although the term is still used in its traditional or technical sense, essentialism can also be employed in a critical and pejorative sense, particularly within modern feminism, which has, from Simone de Beauvoir onwards, always challenged the view that there exists an unchanging or external female nature. It is also argued that those forms of feminism that stress women's differences to the exclusion of everything else lapse into essentialism. Luz Irigaray, for example, has been criticized for reducing women's sexuality to a biological essence, and for invoking a physique essentialism by invoking an inherently female libido, which perpetuates the myth of the eternal feminine. Whilst Gayatri Spivak is another critic of essentialism, she also insists that there is a need for a moment of strategic essentialism, when it becomes necessary to abandon universalism, so as to speak, as a woman or as an Asian, in order to contest the hegemony of colonial discourse.